there, it's Andy with Reverb. You know, the Stratocaster has gone through a lot of changes over the past 60 years. With so many series and so many different options, we thought we'd grab 5 different Strats from totally different price points and compare them and see what makes them unique. So let's start with the Squier. Generally speaking, people think of a Squier as a beginner's guitar, but actually they've come a long way in recent years to expand on the quality and the catalog to offer a wide variety of models for various players. The reason the Squier guitar is inexpensive generally comes down to craftsmanship and quality of materials. For instance, this body might be basswood, poplar, or agathis, and generally not as lightweight as some of the higher-end models made in America. Now, the hardware, for example, including the pickups, tuners, pots, and wiring, might not be built to last compared to a Fender model, and it's also made in different factories, so the consistency isn't there. That being said, you have models like this Vintage Modified and the Classic Vibe series, which turn out to be a great player for the price point. Moving up a notch in quality, you have the Made in Mexico Stratocaster. These generally use those classic tone woods like ash and alder, and generally speaking, the setup and the fit and finish are a lot nicer. The hardware in general is going to be a step up from a Squier. The bridge and tuners are going to be a lot more solid, and these pickups are just going to sound a lot more like your classic Strat tone. It's also a great bang for your buck. You could probably find one of these used for the same price as a new Squier. And also, the Made in Mexico models have been going on for quite some time, so you could find a lot of different models like the Signature series or this Classic series, which really covers a lot of different eras, like this 70s model with the large headstock. So let's move up in quality to American-made Stratocasters like this American Standard. Again, it just boils down to craftsmanship and quality, like the construction and materials used for the body and neck, just higher grade components like Made in USA pickups, and a tremolo that's going to stay better in tune like this 2-point system. Another thing to note is that the American series have 22 frets as opposed to the 21 fret Made in Mexico Strats. So all in all, if you're looking for that quintessential Strat tone and playability at a great price point, you really need to look no further than the American series. Built in a small shop in Corona, California, Fender Custom Shop guitars are built by some of the world's best luthiers. While many of their guitars aim to recreate classics from the past, the Custom Shop creates custom, signature, and master-built guitars. These are for the person who wants the real deal without the vintage price tag. The entire reason why the Stratocaster is still iconic today is because of the original models from the 50s, the 60s like this one, and the 70s. And if you have the cash or the luck to have one, there's nothing quite like the real thing. Guitars like this 63 Strat are what all modern Strats are based off of. So in addition to the quality, broken-in playability, and vintage tone of a classic Strat like this, it also has one important thing: collectability. Countless models of Strats available, hopefully this helps you find the right one for you. Thanks again for watching.